This man has no haters. I am dead and a ritual has been performed so that I cannot haunt this plane. On a flight from LA to New York, I watched all of Fleabag, so I'm going to make this everyone's problem. Everyone loves to talk about this priest and how this is their favorite arc. Which I failed to mention was that he was a toxic, predatory fuckboy who was going to piss me off. When we're introduced to the priest, he is one of the only people that we've ever seen truly show interest in Fleabag. And so instantly, just like her, we're enamored with him. Point where the audience, just like Fleabag, starts to consider their options. We all know that priests practice celibacy, but maybe he's not that pious, especially since he doesn't seem to follow any other strict Catholic rules. He uses profane language, he gets drunk, and just like Fleabag, we find ourselves trying to figure out if he's flirting with her at the dinner table or if he's just being kind. But as their friendship develops, it becomes very clear that he's as interested in Fleabag as she is to him. And he begins to lead her on. He knows that she's interested in him, and he's made very aware of her relationship with sex. And yet he's still choosing to go out on dates with her, probing into her life, trying to connect with her intimately. And then when she's actively seeking God because she is going through something, my man tries to hit. He initiates this in the confessional. And then at the wedding, he's all over her again, only to break up with her and say, "Ill pass." I'm sorry, I don't care if you're a man of the cloth. If this is how you respond to my declaration of love, you will be meeting God in person. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying that Fleabag's totally innocent. What I think is a constant theme of this show is the way that people use her as a sort of outlet for their own dysfunction. It's easy to project your problems onto this poor woman, something her sister outright admits to doing. Priest is definitely using her as an outlet. When he meets her, she punches a man, admits to having a miscarriage, has an argument with her entire family, and is constantly disassociating. I think that turned him on because at the same dinner, the priest admits to his own familiar dysfunction. Throughout the story, he discusses his complicated relationship with God and his faith. He chooses one of the most conservative religions in England, which I want to remind y'all is also weird because King Henry VIII went out of his way to make sure that there was a national religion that was a little less strict. But the man sees himself in Fleabag, a project that he could fix, someone who is a little worse off than he is. Even their first sexual encounter, he initiated. She was about to get some black booty. And once he realized that he was entering into a real tangible commitment that he doesn't have to have in theory, he was ready to dip. And you know what? A part of me feels like this is something he's done more than once. I understand the significance of the scene, and I'm happy that Fleabag was able to grow and move on from it. But it's gonna be fuck him forever. Also, the show is incredible. 5 out of 5 Frankie Flames. Tell me, what did you think of the priest?